I'm coming. We got 23 viewers right now. This is JJ. This is the goddamn sexy cigar lounge. Prime time say he coming. Like, comment, subscribe, share this video, man. Prime time say he coming, man.
Pause.
I got my dogs in the building right now. I got my dog Brent. I got my dog Rocky and King Drew. What's happening, fellas? What y'all think about it?
Hey, man, you know what surprised me about the video, JJ? Is them guys in them chairs look like they shot. They look like they don't even recognize the guy in front of them, right? And then the others look like they ready to get up and run right now, like they in a cage with a pit bull, and they trying to make sure he don't
Rock,
bite
they
them.
about to hit that transfer porters right in the morning.
Hey, man. Hey, real quick.
What do y'all think about what he said, though? What do you think about what he said? That's what I really want to.
This is what I
think. It was damn near disrespectful to the players and staff who already.
Wow.
You know,
Are you serious?
I mean, for that to be his initial interaction with them, you know what I mean? And I understand when you hit the gridiron when practice starts, that sounds like something you will say the first day of practice. You get what I'm saying? These players, you know, despite what their record is, they went last season. They sweat blood and tears. So did the staff. And you
despite their record.
No, what I'm saying is, Rock. Sometimes a record doesn't reflect all the work that went into that year. You know what I mean? And I'm talking about to the staff, to the players that were sitting there. I seen a couple of guys with caskets on and stuff like that. You know, I just thought he should have been more welcoming, you know, with that being his initial interaction with those players. You know, that's gonna sound like a first day of practice kind of speech.
First of all, Brent, this ain't no goddamn volleyball or badminton. This is goddamn football. He's setting precedents for what he's gonna do when he come. He letting them know ain't gonna be no bullshit, ain't gonna be no playing around, ain't gonna be no lollygagging, because his goal is to win the championship.
Exactly.
Forget all the you know, the sensitivity and the emotions of a black man speaking in front of a bunch of white kids. Forget that. Because that's exactly what you're talking about. This man has a job to do. His job is to win the championship. His job ain't to kiss nobody's ass. His job ain't to babysit nobody. His job is to get the best dogs he can find to win a game. I digress.
And JJ, and I'm gonna let the other guys get in here for a second, but I just want to say this: Ethan, Jacoby, he want to let Ethan and Jacoby and Brad know that it's a new day. And you can't call your mama, you can't call your daddy, you can't call the administration. It is what it is, and I'm in charge. So, I think in that, I don't know what that look in those gentlemen's eyes were. Like, I don't know football. Like, I don't know if they just so beat down by losing 11 games.
You went to basic training, did you, Rock?
Yeah. That's what it looked like.
That's
JJ.
what it looked like. That's what it looked like. It looked like basic training. I'm standing up. Here come my TI yelling in my damn ear. I got to try to figure out what I'm going to do at this point.
JJ, that's exactly right. It looked like.
This ain't for the week, bro.
Hey.
This ain't for the week, bro.
Y'all totally
winning is not for the week.
D-Dub just said it. D-Dub just said it. It's either barbecue or mildew. Hey, when Prime came in there, he had to set the precedent. Look, I gotta let y'all know what type of time it is. We ain't on no losing time, man. And if you about that lose, if you lazy, If you ain't trying to put the work in, he just told him, man, I'm about to make y'all quit. Cause the ones that want to be there, they're gonna go hard. Point blank, period.
And,
hey, man,
I like what he said. Man. He said, I'm coming and I'm bringing my luggage with me, and
I'm
it's
about
loaded.
To put that, he about to put that. He about to put that fire under their ass. Cause look,
it's Louis.
I'm bringing my people
This is
with
what
me.
he said. This is what he
We're
said.
gonna revisit this conversation the first week of college football. And
here we go.
We'll see how much
wait till week 5, baby.
When he playing some real goddamn competition, we'll see how much he coming.
But
we'll revisit this conversation.
Hey, Brent, he already flipped. He already flipped the 5-star recruit already.
What coach ain't talking that type of talk though, man?
But he did it.
He's supposed to talk that talk.
Yeah,
I get you. I understand the type of personality a football coach is supposed to have. The only thing I was saying, was his introduction to them. You know, they don't know him. Introduce yourself first. You got what I'm saying?
You know,
the whole world knows who Prime Time is.
The whole world knows him as a football player, JJ. They don't know him as a coach. They don't know his philosophy. They don't know a lot of things about him.
Brent, listen to me. Shout out to Well Off Media. The man has been documenting since day one of his style of coaching. It's on YouTube. His style of coaching is on YouTube. These kids watch YouTube. They know what the hell they got. They got a man that into discipline, into structure, and into holding each other accountable. That's what he's into.
Like I said, we'll revisit this conversation first week.
Well,
week one of
Brent,
college football. We'll revisit.
Let me say this, Brent. I think this is a really critical time in the program's history. You got probably 80 scholarship players that tomorrow they will have the option to enter the transfer portal. All 80 of these players went 1-11. Primetime is coming from a team where he hadn't lost a conference game in 2 years. He looks at all the amenities, all the facilities, all the perks that these kids right here have. And he wished that every kid from Jackson State could have that same experience. Exactly. And these guys are coming in here. Even these guys have a certain level of entitlement that they don't even deserve. And I'm sure the energy in that room was dog shit.
Oh, he sucked the energy out that motherfucker. It ain't nobody in that room that looked like it's nobody in that room when I just seen that video that looked like they're a dog. I'm gonna be honest
except for the coaches he brought in there.
Exactly.
Except for the coaches he brought in there.
So my thing is, I got questions. Nobody asked no real questions, bro. I got questions.
No,
he come in here. I got questions.
He had one real question to ask, and that was about the goddamn, you know what I'm saying, position coaches.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, I thought was a valid. I thought another question was how are you gonna treat the injured players? I think Deion gave.
Now that was a good question.
Deion gave a great play. He said we're gonna treat you. We're gonna get you healthy and see if you're a dog or not. You know what I mean? Like that's fair. And again, let me also say this, because this is very important, right? And this is something I think that the city of Boulder, the University of Colorado, and a lot of people in the football community are not accustomed to. Black men in those positions acting and behaving like black men. They're so used to black men in those environments assimilating and code switching that for a black man to get there and just be unapologetically who he is foreign.
Say that again.
Not only to the white kids, but to the black kids.
Say that again, Rock. Code
switching. They're used to a black man in those positions code switching to try to appease the administration and the boosters. Deion comes in here with the attitude attitude, I'm gonna be, and see, that's what these videos are about, in my opinion. These videos really ain't about the situation, about the speech that he's giving. Those videos are letting everybody in the world know I'm not changing. I'm gonna be prime, and Colorado is gonna let me be prime.
Hey, Rock,
right? Or else I wouldn't come here.
Exactly.
Hey, Rock, let me just say this right quick. Everybody that was doubting this man stated he ain't gonna act like that with them white people. He ain't gonna act like this. Bro, he just proved to you. He just proved to you. Come on, Brent. Come on, Brent.
Don't
Brent.
people listen. Don't white
wait
people
a minute.
He's a football
hold
coach.
on.
But don't white folk
He
gonna
didn't say nothing I didn't know. I wouldn't expect a football coach to say. You know, Nick Saban,
even the way he said it,
talk like that.
You want it to be nice,
talk like that. No, I was just saying. To me, that was a little tough for the introduction.
No,
to me, that sounds like that. That sounds like that's like
he kicked in the damn door.
To me, that sounds like
he kicked in the door, Brent.
All I'm saying, JJ, that sounds like week one off-season training type of thing. Hey, everybody ain't gonna make it. If you ain't gonna go out there, you know, the cameras are rolling, you know, them play. He came in there, you know, some I'm coming shit, pause. You know what I mean? He couldn't find a better delivery than that.
Hold on, Rock. Hey, Brent, you ever seen Remember the Titans? You seen Remember the Titans?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what just happened. Hey, Prime is Denzel. Hey, he came in there. Hey, what? Hey, go back. If you ain't never seen Remember the Titans, man, nobody had a starting position. Even the players that was already at TC Williams, you had to earn your spot, bro.
Hey,
and they didn't like Denzel when he first came in there. And when they started winning, them white folks was like, yeah.
Let's take some phone calls, Rob.
Look, I know how football is. I know football goddamn tough.
Hey, the call lines, the call lines are open if you want to call in. But I gotta play something like in honor of Deion and what all he's done. I think we got to give him one more salute before he get out of here, man. We got to give him one more salute. So I just want to let y'all know.
I wake up trying to bless somebody, inspire somebody, encourage somebody, help somebody to the next.
Can y'all hear that?
Yeah, we can hear. Hey, call the line, y'all. 254-300-6330.
All the women who saying football is tough in the chat be the same ones running on the field when their baby get the shit.
We want to hear y'all hate. We ready for the damn hate tonight. Y'all tried to hate yesterday. We are ready for the hate tonight. Call the line. Let's talk about
it. If you upset about him leaving Jackson State, call in.
Unknown caller.
Oh, we got callers already, man.
We got a call already.
Hey, caller, you're live on the air. What's your name and where you calling from?
What's going on, man? It's Goat, man, from down here in Mississippi, man.
Oh.
What up, Goat?
What's going on? Goat? Hey, man. Hey, look. Deion say he coming, goddammit. He could put a chokehold on Colorado. He could shake it up, man.
Hey, Goat, let me ask you this, man.
Hold on, Rock. Let me get with this guy right here, man. You been capping all goddamn day. You've been capping all damn day. You want to text me?
Can I please answer Rock question?
Hold on. You want to text me? You want to text me your little bullshit ass text trying to be funny. Now you changing up. Now you changing up at this point. He wants to hang the phone up now.
Hey,
he wants to hang the phone up now.
But all the people that's upset because he left Jackson State, all the people that's think he's not going to be successful in Colorado, call in and give me your opinion. That's the same guy. That's the same guy that was at Jackson State. Like I've said this a number of times. The people of the SWAC HBCU culture should be grateful for what Deion has done. They should have nothing but gratitude for what he's done the last 3 years.
Unknown caller.
We got another caller, guys. Caller, you're live on the air. What's your name and where you calling from?
man, let's go for Mississippi, man. What's going on, Rock? How you doing, man?
Hey, man, come on. There you go. Go. Being a Mississippi guy, let me ask you this, Go. Being a Mississippi guy, what's your feeling about Deion taking his show on the road to Colorado?
Hey, man. Hey, bro. Hey, it is what it is, bro. Like, hey, some people gotta do what the hell they gotta do, man. It's all good, bro. Like somebody else gonna step up and take your place. But I think it's a great thing, man. I think it's a great thing. What really stands out, bro, that he really can go in there and be himself. You know what I'm saying? So I think he could have changed the whole dynamic of college football, really, bro. His face will be on the Heisman probably the next 10 years. My name's the GOAT, and I'll holler at you later, man.
I got a question.
Hey, you see Go called in there. Hey, this other Mississippi guy been crying for the last 2 days, man. He got tears in his eyes. You know, and that's St. Brent up there. Make sure you follow him on all social media platforms. Send him a get well message. Make sure you on Instagram, send him a get well message. Give him some likes and some follows, because he's really going through it emotionally. He think Deion done the people of the SWAC at the state of Mississippi, Jackson State, and the city of Jackson on service by coming there and making them relevant. And then taking a job.
Let Brent rebuttal that, you know, like what I was saying, Rock. Look, I know at the end of the day, we have to make personal decisions for ourselves. All I said was that I think we missed a huge opportunity here to turn HBCU football into something that's never been before. You know what I mean? And Rock, you speak a lot of pro-blackness. You speak a lot of community. You speak on a lot of shit. But it seemed like when you get in this, when you get on the topic of football, all that shit go out the window. Is every man for himself? You know what I mean? And I just think that, you know, look, I'm not mad at Deion for making the best choice for him. As another person from Mississippi, I just think we missed a huge opportunity here. You know, there's not too many former NFL athletes that compare to Deion. You know what I mean? With his charisma, with his passion, you know, he's very, you know, he's that salesman. He could sell goddamn garbage to a garbage man. He has that gift. I give it to him. And I think when he went and coached down there at Jackson State, you know what I mean? I just think we missed the opportunity. If y'all don't give shit, look. If y'all don't give a shit about HBCU football, just say that.
Jackson State is a fucking ghetto, man.
I just say this was a missed opportunity.
Brent,
Jackson State is the hood.
Hey, Brent.
Them man will move up to the fucking mansions. And you mad about that?
Moving on up.
But Brent, look, check this out, Brent. They done had, since Deion been there, right?
Brent
they
get mad
had more media coverage, right? They went undefeated this season. I don't know about last year. This year they went under. They got Gilly the Kid at the games, Wallow at the games. They got Key Glock at the games. Like, they ain't had that before. Deion, I feel like Deion did what LeBron did when he came back to Cleveland, man.
Well, we're moving on
to the look, that's sad, man. That's just
to the lights are popping in the sky.
Hey, Brent.
I just think it's a shame that we look at Jackson State as bottom of the barrel. You get what I'm saying? But you know, I just think it's a shame that we look at HBCU football as bottom of the barrel.
They wasn't number one until Deion got there, though.
No, Drew. I'm saying the whole platform of you know, HBCU football. I just hate that we look at that. Like Rock was just playing the song "Get On Up." Now he's up on the hill, you know, singing with those damn white folks. But you know what about Colorado? A lot of black men get in trouble in Colorado. Ask Kobe about Colorado. You know what I mean? So let's watch this pan out, and we'll see.
First of all, Prime got him a sexy woman in Tracy. He ain't trying to mess with them snow bunnies out there, man. See, that was wrong with you, crooked Negroes. Y'all think that every man is for the punani. This man is going out there to make history.
He
ain't going out there to get one of them snow bunnies out there.
I've seen the most noble men who couldn't pass up that sweet, white, warm nectar. And he got it all around him. I mean, it's more than just a snow coming from the sky out there. It's snow everywhere. Them snow bunnies hopping all around there. So I'm gonna keep the man in my prayers and make sure that he don't get distracted. But I mean, he got his work cut out for him. We like I
You
said,
don't
we can
think this
revisit
man
this
know,
before.
Brent? You don't think this man know?
Hey,
that
JJ,
Anything he do, he's
JJ,
being clocked. He's
JJ,
being
you think
rocked.
I'm just making
He's
up
being
shit?
choked.
You think I'm just making up shit? Deion got Achilles heel. Y'all seen them pictures surface the web with old Shorty taking a picture of his back, posting it all on the goddamn web. Goddamn Deion got a sweet tooth, but those little snow bunnies don't play like them little thickums in damn Mississippi. So we'll see what goes down. We'll see what happens.
Hey,
We're gonna
hey,
see this play out.
First of all, Brent. First of all, Brent. Hey,
I agree with
first
it.
of all, man, I'm gonna be real goddamn disrespectful to Jackson, Mississippi. That dirty ass water y'all got out there probably was the goddamn the nail in the coffin. Fix that damn dirty ass water in them hydrants and let's get the cracking, because he about to go to Colorado where the air is fresh.
They got that. Hey, in Colorado, they got that spring water. They don't.
Yeah,
they
got
don't
the
even
spring
need
water.
that water just coming down from the Rockies. You can just put a cup at the bottom of the mountain, scoop it up, and drink it. You don't need it to be purified or nothing. Once it melts, matter of fact, they even make beer out of that spring water.
Breaking in the shallow. Hold up, they down there breaking in the shallow car. They done stole stuff out of the office. Come on, man. We fed up.
Man, y'all so quick to booty clap for this man hanging out with them white folks. Y'all can't wait.
Man, one more time.
Just to get up
Drip King TV, call in, man. Call in Drip King TV.
Get not turned at 5. As long as we live, it's you and me, baby. There ain't nothing wrong with that. Well, we're moving on.
Oh man, I'm just telling you.
Even George Jefferson
moved up to the east side. That's the best song of goddamn 2022 right there, man. Moving on, fucking
even
up,
George Jefferson.
The east side.
Yeah.
That's the question that I'm asking, JJ. Why is leaving the HBCU moving up? What's wrong with our program?
What you mean?
What's wrong with
hold on.
college football?
Hold on.
What's wrong with that?
Why is it moving up? First of all, Jackson, Mississippi ain't shit in Jackson but a fucking Dollar General. Ain't shit in Jackson but a fucking Dollar General.
You ever been to Jackson?
I don't want to go to fucking Jackson. That's the problem.
Jackson ain't too. Jackson.
I can't take no clean bath in Jackson.
Huntsville, Alabama. A lot of black people doing good shit around there.
Hey, Brent.
I cannot take a clean bath in Jackson, Mississippi.
Yeah.
I gotta go to the fucking swimming pool and
Brent,
take me a goddamn bath.
Let's keep it 100. Let's keep it 100. Jackson State was a stepping stone.
Hey, Brent,
it was a stepping stone.
You give me $70 million.
That's basically what it looks like.
Brent, this $70 million facility, bro. $70 million facility. $70 million facility. State of the art.
I got a question.
State of the art.
This is what Brent want right here.
Hey, Drip King. Drip King TV. Call in, man. Call in, Drip King TV.
Let's keep it a buck, man. Let's keep it a buck. Deion.
Y'all have got me drunk.
It's no black coaches. No black coaches in the Power 5. Am I correct about that?
There's one.
Who
a guy named Tony Elliott in Virginia.
Okay. There's no other coaches in the black coaches in the Power 5 schools, right? I look at it like
other than Tony Elliott.
Okay. But you had Herm Edwards. Herm Edwards got fired from Arizona State, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And I don't think it was because of the play.
Let me take that back. It's one more I'm missing. The coach from Notre Dame, Coach Freeman is also there. So there's 3.
So it's still making history, regardless of how you look at it, right? Deion about to go to that school, and you can hate on him all you want. Deion about to go to that school and change that school around. He about to change it around. Because look, he got the support. Huh?
They got the color barrier too. Remember to say that.
But look, you think if Deion go to that school and start winning, you think no white folks ain't gonna get Deion whatever he want?
Hey, and let me say this, Drewski, and I want to say this about how bad it has to be.
Oh, and the coach at Maryland. My bad. The coach at Maryland. That's right. Coach at Maryland. He used to be Alabama offensive coordinator. He's the head coach at Maryland.
Well, he must have just got hired, huh? Because he was
been there
at
for 2
Marshall.
years now. He been there for 2 years now.
So this is what I want to say. Colorado, there are 65 Power 5 schools out there. In most of the categories, Colorado is ranked 61. So he comes in to the 61st ranked school in Power 5, right? They were 1-11. That just goes to show you how bad it gotta get sometimes for a brother to get an opportunity. And he's Deion Sanders. In all accounts, Deion Sanders really deserves a better job than Colorado. But no other Power 5 school who had a vacancy offered it to him. Auburn offered a job to a dude that while he was at Ole Miss was calling hookers on the school phone.
You talking about Lane?
Booking dates. No, I'm talking about Hugh Freeze.
Hugh Freeze. Okay,
He's about Hugh.
Hugh Freeze. And he got hired by Auburn. Supposedly, Deion Sanders was up for that job as well. So it's not like as a black coach, you get a lot of opportunities or even get the best opportunities. I think Deion on another level is serving the black community now in a totally different capacity, meaning that he's going to Colorado to prove that as a black man and a black coach that you can be unapologetically black and be successful at the Power 5 level. That's going to give hope to a lot of guys who have coached and toiled in Power 5 and Group of 5 coaching that would never get an opportunity if Deion is successful because they aren't, hey, guy enough. Hey, guy, my name is Coach Miller, and I come here to win, and I'm going to win big. We're going to work hard. We're going to be smart and tough. We're going to act, you know what I'm saying? There's not many guys that can come there and just be who they authentically are. They can use their broken hood English. They can use slang. They can do all the things that are germane to black culture. That's so important to me as a black man who works in corporate America and always feels like sometimes that we're judged when we choose to be unapologetically black. We got a caller here on the line. Caller.
Let's get it.
Where you calling from? What's your name and where you calling from, caller? What's your name and where you calling from, caller?
Hey, man, this Pedro.
Pedro
from Wisconsin.
Calling from Wisconsin. PJ.
Pedro.
Pedro.
Pedro. All right, let's get it, Pedro. What's happening?
Can I respond to Coach Prime?
Yeah, go ahead.
Sir. Yeah, go ahead.
Can I talk freely?
Yeah.
Go ahead, sir.
Coach Coon, the puss-ass nigga. He's a puss-ass nigga. He's a puss-ass nigga. He jumps up on his people. And he's a Judas for the black people.
Well, okay. What do you think he owed the black people, Pedro?
My name Pedro, sir. What he owed us loyalty. That's what he owed us. You're gonna leave a program and go to a garbage ass 1-80 team.
Super garbage ass.
Hold on. Let me respond to Pedro. First of all, Pedro, you sound like a sad ass black man there.
Oh, come on now, JJ. Let the man. He asking speak freely.
That ain't never had success ever in his life. That's first of all, Pedro. Secondly, you should be.
You sound like a hater.
No. You sound like the hater, sir. Because You see a black man save a school, two college.
You say it for 2 years and you say it for 2 years and then dump shit so go back down to garbage.
He been there for 3 years.
Excellent job, sir.
3 years.
2
2
seasons.
years. Excellent job, sir.
Pedro,
Pedro, you sound like a
get
hater.
some business,
Yes,
man.
sir.
Hey, Pedro, let me ask you a question. Pedro, let me ask you a question. If
Coach Prime,
if Coach Prime had not won and he wasn't successful, could he have stayed there long as he wanted to and then pass that job on to his children and then pass that job on to his grandchildren? Could he have just stayed there?
Pass the way he got down to his children.
But he can pass. But he can pass that $5 million on to his children.
He had $100 million before he went there.
So now you count his money.
You want brought up his money.
Damn idiot.
I think.
So now we down the name calling now.
No, what I'm saying, Pedro, what I'm saying is you expect this man to have some level of loyalty that the alumni, the people of Jackson, and the administration don't have to Jackson State. And you expect him to have that kind of loyalty. Hey, man, I don't agree. We got another caller, Pedro.
Yeah, we got to let another caller, man.
Pedro, get your dumb ass off the phone.
So y'all just censoring niggas now.
Pedro, have a good night, man.
Hey, caller, you're on the line. What's your name and where you calling from? Hey, man, y'all done scared the callers off. Let me see.
You know, I understand.
What's your name and where you calling from? Okay. Hey, what's your name and where you calling from, sir?
I'm from Houston.
Chris from H-Town. What's up, What's up, homeboy? What's going on? Tell us what you think about what's going on, bro.
Man, these people out here tripping. Man, that man Deion did exactly what he was supposed to do. He did everything the right way. I feel like he put them people back up on the map. He did everything he said he was gonna do. So I don't think our people even making a big deal about that.
Hey, Chris, and if somebody, if somebody put you back on, is it your job to stay on, or is it their job to keep putting you on?
It's their job to stay on. Like I said, Deion, I feel like he did stuff that a head coach shouldn't even be doing. To be honest with you, he's doing stuff that the admin should be doing, the president should be doing, the alumni should be doing, the booster should be doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, that man did more and beyond of his job. And also, he only got paid $300K. Okay, Deion said it was never about the money, right? But it's coaches. Deion don't coach that team by himself. Them coaches have to get paid too. Coaches are probably living in dormitories. See, I used to coach, so I know all about that world. Like, you go over there, you get paid $25,000, $30,000. Family.
Yeah, and here's the deal. As a head coach who's already a multi-millionaire and your assistant coaches are living off crumbs and you have the opportunity to upgrade their lifestyle. That one coach said that he had been coaching with Deion youth football and high school football for 16 years. And now Deion gets a chance to allow that dude as a position coach in a Power 5 to make $500,000, $600,000, maybe $700,000 a year. Don't you think he also owe that black man an opportunity?
Yeah, he owed that man. He owed that man. That's why that man stuck around with him. You see what I'm saying? And I also think he's doing that also because he know he owed his son. See, what people don't realize, his son was a 4-star recruit coming out of high school that had over 20-something, 25 Power 5 schools that wanted him. You see what I'm saying? And his son followed him to Jackson State, where he could have went and played anywhere in the nation. And he was pro-black before his dad even took that job because the Deion son had signed with Florida Atlantic to go play for Willie Taggart. Turned all these schools down to go play for another black coach. So he followed his dad. So I feel like Deion want to put his son into a spotlight that he might get a chance for a Heisman too now. So, you know what I'm saying? You got to look at stuff like that also, man. That man did good by the community. He did good by the state of, Mississippi. But it's up to everybody else in the SWAC and the MEAC and all the HBCU schools to pick up the torch and keep running with it. You know what I'm saying? That's not Deion's job. He did his job. His job was to be a head football coach, and he did that to the highest that you could do it on that level. And Deion Deion was a baby that probably loved to go face challenges. So
You can't tell this man to stop trying to go be challenged and go to the next level. That's who he is. He's a competitor. You can't tell a competitor and put a ceiling on a competitor. He's a competitor. That man want to go challenge himself and take it to the next level. Nothing's wrong with that. That's what you preach to people to do. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like it was ceilings in the that the HBCU have to deal with on their own and overcome. And I love, like I said, I love HBCU. I went to Texas Southern, so it's nothing about that. It's just that's the truth, man. That's the truth.
Hey, I appreciate you calling, Chris. We're gonna go to the next caller.
Stop in the ass.
Hey, caller, what's your name and where you calling from?
Calico, man, from South Carolina.
South Click in the building. What's up? Hey, man,
What's up,
hold on.
How y'all feeling?
You're gonna have to turn your sound down in the background, bro. You're gonna have to turn your sound down in the background so we can hear you.
Okay.
All right. What you got to say, South Click?
Hey, man, I just want to let you know, man, I subscribed to your channel just now. Just found you guys. Y'all guys doing a good job.
Appreciate it.
Hey, about on the topic at hand right now, I think Deion Sanders did the right thing, man. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I think that he took that school to another level, brought the national attention.
There it is.
I think.
Now, why you think all these people from Jackson and like Pedro from Wisconsin, why you think they got sour grapes and they salty about Deion leaving and going to and I got here Brent, St. Brent. Where do you think that hate is coming from, bro?
I just think that, man, people don't understand success, man.
There it is.
People don't really understand and see what success look like, man.
Fuck your community, right? As long as you get out.
I wouldn't say that. But I think that what he did was he uplifted the community, man. He brought in celebrities. He put them on the map, man. I wasn't just the community. He did a lot for the community, man. They broke into his shit, didn't he?
Yeah. And like Miss Wanda say, Miss Wanda say they hate us.
Appreciate shit. Niggas don't appreciate shit. What that man did for that damn city,
no, they don't.
Nobody else has done. Y'all clean that dirty ass water up.
You're right, brother.
All right, we got another caller, man. We got another caller. We're gonna go to another caller. Hey, thank you for calling. What's your name and where you calling from? Hey, what's your name and where you calling from?
Pedro again.
My name is Dan Miller, and I'm calling from Virginia.
Can we get a black person to call?
I'm gonna reset.
Virginia in the house. What's up, brother?
Now go ahead, Virginia. You on the line? Hello.
Let's move on, Rob.
You only get one person of the community to call. I don't know who these people are.
Hey, caller, are you on the line?
Yeah, I'm on the line.
All right. What's your name and where you calling from again?
All right, my name is Bentavious Miller, and I'm calling from Georgia.
Hey, we got GA in the building. And your name is Dontavious?
Yeah, Bentavious. Tell me what. I bet you, Brent, Bentavious is black. I bet Bentavious is black.
Well, we're about to find out. We're about to find out.
Yeah, he black.
Oh, for sure.
What you got, Bentavious?
Nah, man, I'm a graduate of Tuskegee University, and I played there from 2010 to 2015. And I commend Deion for the things he did, for the excitement that he brought to HBCU football, to the exposure, to getting to the bowl games, to what he did at Jackson State, the revenue, everything that he brought. Me personally, I experienced myself of witnessing where my recruiting coordinator ended up leaving like my sophomore year. And from a player's perspective, it's all love and respect, you know, especially when they come in and they tell you and talk to you about those things. I had a wide receiver coach that coached Roddy White that for 4 years, when I had him for 4 years, and then he left and got a better job. So it just that it comes with the nature of the business.
Yeah,
and it comes with the business, and as a player, it kind of hurts a little bit because somebody that poured into you and somebody you trust and you believe that you came there, with great intentions in mind, but also you just understand that just comes with the business. Like he said, you're gonna either get elevated or you're gonna get terminated. And a lot of times, if good coaches, they get elevated and they go on to the next level or they go on to the next phase in their life. And from man to man, you gonna understand, like, hey, you got a family to feed, you got miles, you got people to take care of. Like, if they're gonna get you to the next level, that's what we all there for. You're in college to get to the next level, to go pro and to get your degree. Some people gonna go and some people not. That's just how that business gonna go.
Hey, Rock, can I ask this caller a question?
Go ahead.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Bentavious.
Yeah. So Deion made a comment as a coach, you either elevate or terminate, right? Why do we see him leaving an HBCU and going to Colorado as him elevating? Well, why do we look at HBCUs like they're the bottom of the barrel schools that, these are historical black schools? Why do we see that as bottom of the barrel and him going to Colorado as him elevating?
All right, so prime example, when he got to Jackson, he didn't step into Jackson with the top amenities, top facilities. He didn't come into to what we see Jackson look like right now. We came into a place where they didn't have a practice field. It's mud. You can't even walk or do anything.
It was flooding out.
Like a trap house.
He pretty much got it out the mud, used his resources, used the things that he could, and thank God it was given to a person like him that had that back and had the people, he's like the people's champ. And he was able to bring those resources to help elevate the football program to where it needed to be, and to also start to put that football program on a national scale where you're in certain types of bowl games and you're getting certain types of revenues to come there. Now you're going to a Colorado where you're going into hundreds of millions of dollars into a new facility that they just built. You're going into where you got the resources. Guess what? We found out today during the press conference that because of the things that Deion did, the school is willing to give some of those resources and financial backing back into Jackson State. You see what I'm saying? What about the deals that he was able to keep on the table with Under Armour and things of that nature that's going to continue to live on? You know what I'm saying? He pretty much gave a good blueprint for what we need to do. How we need to continue to keep elevating with HBC. We shouldn't just drop the baton. He pretty much gave it and gave us some fire as black people, as black community. Let's keep rattling around that. Don't let the momentum die. Guess what? You got Eddie George right over there at TSU, former NFL player. Guess what? We can rally behind that. We can keep the momentum going from there. You see what I'm saying? We got other players. We got Hugh Jackson at Grambling, that former NFL coach. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like we don't have any more prominent people in HBCU football to continue to rally around. You see what I'm saying? But this is also a lesson learned to us as a community too. We need to also get those fundraisers going, getting those extra resources to help some of those schools and universities. We got to do our part too, because obviously they doing it.
And think about it like this here, Bentavious, and I want to add to what you're saying. He goes from a school that offers 65 scholarships to a university that can offer 85 scholarships. That's elevating as well. You know what I mean?
He can compete. You see what I'm saying? Because that's a prime example. With the things he was talking about when he was talking to Alabama and saying, oh, yeah, you know, how can we compete? He got to have the players too. It ain't no, we get out there and get the exposure and get beat to death, but you ain't got the linemen to support what you're trying to do. You see what I'm saying? It's pieces to the game that we just overlooking because we got the emotion tied into it. What about all those kids that he helped graduate, those young men, those life lessons that they was able to get? Like, it's so much more good than just, it sucks a little bit, but that's just like I say, it's the nature of the business, bittersweet. Yeah, we hate to see him leave from us and go somewhere else, but the fact that you're able to get those resources and those people and the kids that are going to still stay at the program, which I hope a lot of them still stay there and continue the legacy on. Y'all back-to-back SWAC champions. Y'all got a lot. Y'all still got, that's mad momentum.
Hey, Big Tavius, we gonna have to take this next caller. All right, yeah. But hey, guys, but what do you guys think about? What do you guys like? Man, I just can't I just don't.
Unknown caller.
Oh man, we another caller.
I feel like it's a part y'all not talking about too.
I just want to tell this goddamn keep applying got to call in. I want to talk to his ass.
Hey, y'all.
Hey,
y'all
caller,
not
you're live on the air. What's your name and where you calling from?
My name is Shelton.
Go ahead, Shelton. Are you Black Shelton?
My name is Shelton with an F.
Felton. All
I'm
right.
from Delaware.
Are you
from Delaware?
Delaware. Are you Black Felton?
There's niggas in Delaware.
Hey, Brent, go ahead, dog.
I'm saying this about race or this about sports?
This is about sports, bro. This is about sports. This is about a man that's
so
using his platform to help other people.
Yeah, so my color shouldn't matter. But I can touch on the topic, sir?
Absolutely.
I seen how y'all did Pedro. Please don't mute me and throw me away like y'all did my that brother Pedro. Please.
Yeah, I'm not.
Okay.
What do you got to say, Felton, with an F?
You seem a little rude and a little feisty right now, but I'm gonna get to it. Certain people, God anointed. He put that holy water. He touched their forehead, the forehead, and he anointed certain people to walk this earth. They got a bigger mission. His dad needs that. He got 2 knee replacements, but and he only got 2 toes on 1 foot. But the anointed people, not Jesse Jackson, Martin King, Malcolm X, what the nigga name from Jamaica? Garvey, Bob Marley, Tupac. Certain people are your martyrs. They're martyrs. They're here for
So Deion's supposed to die for his people. Deion's supposed to die for his people.
Somebody got to do it, bro. Somebody got to do it, bro. Y'all want to live too long, bro. You can't live forever.
You know, I get where Felton's coming from. Deion acts like a very spiritual person. I respect his spirituality, but he obviously never read the verse Mark 8:36 that says, "For what shall it profit a man if he shall gain the whole world but lose his soul?" You know, so I see where Felton's coming from. You know what I mean?
Hey, Felton,
you're a righteous brother, Felton.
I got a question for you, Felton.
What's going on, my good brother?
You smoke weed, bro?
What I do in my personal time is none of your concern. What's the next question, sir?
Cause you sound high, talking crazy.
Hey, Felton.
So now I'm a drug addict.
I got a question for you.
So now I'm a drug addict. Let's point out the problems in the black community. That's one.
I got a question for you, Felton.
We name call. Because of the drug addict. Not through the phone. You can smell me smoking weed. What kind of phone you got, sir? Cause I want one.
I got a new.
Crazy.
It's not an iPhone.
So when the name calling the word, we start lies, man. Rumors brought down a lot of empires, man.
But Felton, you sound like a real RN, what I like to call a real dude, right? You a real dude. Right? You keep it real, right?
I keep real myself first and foremost, yes, sir.
My point is saying this is once Deion put Jackson State on,
what type of propaganda y'all running on this show?
If Deion put Jackson State on, don't they have some responsibility to keep themselves on?
Look what he did, right? We're gonna break this down. You came and built them up 2-3 years. Now you're gonna leave and go to the cracker school.
No.
And you're gonna take
he didn't. No. He didn't build them up. He made them the very best.
No.
Let the man finish, right?
I'm on a mission with my word. No. I'm on a mission with my word. You're gonna build up the school, get this good talent, and you leave for a cracker school. And take all the good.
Hey, we don't use those kind of racial slurs on this show, sir.
Okay, from the Pinto school, the Pinto. So you you can't. You're gonna build a school up with all the talent and leave to the pink toe school and take all the talent that you took with you. So you bring that school back to the left than what they were before you came. Congratulations, my brother. You're doing an excellent job for the black community. I appreciate you. Hey, filtering out, man.
Hey. But look at this here, Brent. Brent, do you give him any credit for not only?
Absolutely, Rock. I said it earlier.
No, let me. You interrupted me. You interrupted me. I got something to say. I'm saying, do you give me any credit for not only putting himself on, but putting his black coaches on? And he even told them players in that meeting that we aired at first that he also bringing 10 players with him. So he's continuing to put black people on, even with his exodus.
There's gonna be a whole black.
Of Jackson
There's gonna be a
State.
whole black staff. There's gonna be a whole black staff, Brent.
Right.
Hey, Brent.
He asked me a question. All right.
Brent. Go ahead, bro.
All I was saying is that no one ever scrutinized Deion for making the best decisions for him and his family. Yes, it's nice he's taking staff with him over there to Colorado. He ain't even taking some players. No one ever questioned that. I think the black people of Jackson, Mississippi, are just a little bit disappointed. You know what I mean? In a way where we just see this as a major opportunity for just HBCU as a whole, where we ain't got to barter with them at their table to get people in position, and we could make that shit our own. You know what I mean? Like when Kanye went on Sway in the morning, Sway say, man, you could do that shit yourself. And that, to me, him going to the HBCU was like us in the community doing it ourselves, creating something that they could, want to do business with us versus we always sitting at their table trying to barter a better deal with them,
Hey, JJ, speaking of putting somebody on, can you make me big on the screen right quick? Can you make me big on the screen right quick?
I guess Rock want to give his slowburn.com, slowburn.com, you know what I'm saying, commercial.
Shameless plug.
I thought they had some real shit to say.
Yeah. I'm trying to put black people on, and this black person right here, along with my wife, I'm trying to put me on as well. So, hey, thank you, JJ, for giving me an opportunity to.
Yes, sir.
Hey, thank you, JJ, for giving me an opportunity to run that commercial. I appreciate it, bro. Hey, again, go ahead and go to slowburnwaco.com and order some sticks today.
Yes, sir. Hey, check this out. LOL. What's up, man? Hey. Brent is at it again. He's still crying about this whole situation with prime time. I don't know why this man got an issue with prime time elevating himself. That's what we work hard for, Brent.
We
work hard to elevate, bro.
Hey, each and every time my ex-wife had an opportunity to increase her child support payment, she did. And I had to accept that, right? I had to live with that. She elevated her income every time I elevated mine. And so I can't get mad at Deion. Because ultimately it was done to help my kids. And Deion is doing the same thing.
So
to try to help his kids.
So, Rob, you think it's about the money?
No. I don't think it. So Drewski, this is what I'm saying. When you talk about the $5 million that he's getting or $6 million a year that he's getting, that's one thing. But when you talk about what that means for a guy who's worth $40-50 million to add another $30-40 million to his portfolio as a legacy, that's a huge contribution that he can make to generations to come, right? And though he has served Black people great at Jackson State, right? I do think he has some obligations not to leave this earth broke and penniless in the effort to try to elevate Jackson State. He shouldn't have to be in a situation year after year to use his own resources to improve the facilities at Jackson State. Yeah, I think y'all are missing a lot of the things that, you're making this just a Black issue, right? This is not just a Black issue. I think it's a Black issue, but it's not for him to do by himself. He is not a savior. He shouldn't be put in the position of trying to save all Black people. He should be in a position where he can help Black people and then teach Black people how to save themselves. And I think that's what he's done. So all these people that are out there that are disgruntled, upset because he left, feels like he's leaving too early and all this here kind of stuff, pick up the pieces that are there at Jackson State and continue to promote, continue to market, continue to donate, and provide a wonderful experience for those Black student athletes that are at Jackson. Like, just because Deion is leaving doesn't mean the support of the program has to leave. We still can watch and donate and do everything that Deion was doing, even while Deion moves on. Y'all making it his responsibility when it's actually the administrators, the state of Mississippi, the city of Jackson, and an entire HBC community to uplift and promote what is an amazing product.
Hey, let's take a couple more calls, man. You know what I'm saying? So y'all call in, man. We had a couple of dumbass callers, man, especially that guy Felton, man. I don't know where he from, but
hey, I want to. Hey, Johnny
Delaware,
Swag say he agrees with me. Let me see what Richard Matthews says. Richard Matthews says he has nowhere to go but up at Colorado. Prime spent his own money and got sponsors to improve the facility. That's it. We should, like I say, the city of Jackson State should have none but gratitude for what Deion has done for the institution and those student athletes. Man, it's a great thing what he did, and it's also an amazing thing what he has an opportunity to do with Colorado, man. We have to accept that, a man should have the opportunity to elevate.
Check this out, man. It gonna stink Jackson, Mississippi. Listen to old JJ. It's gonna sting a little bit because you were looking for a savior. He is not your savior.
They look at him as Jesus Christ Jr.
He came and did exactly what a football coach is supposed to do. Now your expectation of him was way up there, but he did what he was supposed to do. He won y'all a couple of championships. He done brought a lot of media to Jackson, Mississippi. And that's all he's supposed to do as a football coach. He got to move on and elevate, man. Come on, Brent. Talk to me, man.
Nah, JJ, I get it. And I think what people are not understanding, like people keep mentioning in Jackson, Mississippi. I employ everyone to go visit Jackson, Mississippi, and some of the other big cities.
Why would we do that?
Hold on, let me explain. You will see that there is still a major Jim Crow presence there, where there are Black people starting their own businesses. There are Black people who are trying to work with the universities, HBCUs, and stuff like that. But it's so much red tape, with the legalities and stuff like that. It was a nice to get an outsider with a name like Deion Sanders, with that type of notoriety, and come in and address some of those issues. You know what I mean? We just heard Brett Favre stealing a lot of money from the damn state government. You know what I mean? And nobody's hunting Brett Favre for that. You know what I mean? And those are what I'm saying, those are the type of injustices that take place in Mississippi. It was just nice to have someone with that type of notoriety come to Jackson, Mississippi, and put Jackson, Mississippi in the spotlight. But I think his mission was even higher than that. It was to make HBCU not the type of bottom of the barrel type division that we look at it as. You know what I mean? I think
who's
you know,
voting in Mississippi?
I think if Deion just had a little bit of Jackson. I think if Deion just had a little bit of patience, the path that he laid would have made HBCUs way more attractive to student athletes. You know what I mean? On a whole.
Who's voting in Jackson?
Who's what?
Who's voting in Jackson?
No, but people participate. You see, and that's what I'm saying.
But Brent,
that's what y'all need to you would have to go there to visit to understand it.
Brent, let me say something, Brent. Let me just say something.
Go to a place where they got mud water.
Brent, you complaining about something that is a systemic problem in Jackson and in the state of Mississippi. State of Mississippi had the lowest voter turnout in America this last election cycle. They voted at 32% in Mississippi. Is that Deion's problem?
Well, and that's what I'm saying, Rock. It's like you have to go.
If the people of Jackson don't want better for themselves,
the choices you have in Mississippi is one shitty dirt bag versus another shitty dirt bag. No one's looking out for people in Mississippi. Mississippi's always the last on the totem pole in education.
Won't you run for Congress out there, Brent?
Huh?
Won't you run out there? You from Mississippi?
You know what? My name about to take off. I'm about to be one of these industry niggas. I just might. You know what I mean? If people could back me up, I damn sure will, you know? But I know you, well, JJ, you agree that you need a name.
If Trump can be the president, you certainly can be the governor of Mississippi, goddammit.
I think Deion could have been the governor of Mississippi.
No, Rock. The fucking mayor of Jackson, Mississippi, they got goddamn mud water.
Well, here's what I'm saying, man. The people of Mississippi voted 32%. That's the lowest voter turnout in the nation. The people of Mississippi have to want better for themselves before things change.
It's just not that easy, man. I mean, that's why I said y'all should go out there and visit and look around and talk to the people. These ain't some weak people out here in Mississippi that can't, that can't employ their.
That's not what I'm saying,
that's
right?
Not it.
They not using the instrument that they're given, which is their ability to vote. They're not even using that. They're not even using that at the capacity that gives them ability to have a voice in their own state. Why should Deion have more of a responsibility to revive and revitalize and transform the state of Mississippi than the people who actually grew up, lived there, and make money there? Why should he have a greater responsibility than those people?
Rock, that's why I think
I would like Power 96 to call in, man.
Hey, caller. Oh, hold on, caller. We got a caller, guys.
I want to get y'all Negro straight. I'm calling from Jackson. I'm 56 years old. Now I'm finna tell y'all something.
Hold up. Before you get us told, brother,
he came out. I like that shit.
Yeah. He came out hot, and I like it. I like it. Please, let it.
I'm gonna tell you a whole bunch of stuff. I'm gonna tell you a whole bunch of stuff. My name is Willie, my brother.
All right, Willie.
I love y'all, but I'm gonna tell you something. I live here in Jackson. Been here. That water facility been down ever since 1970, since they built that motherfucker. Now I'm gonna tell you something else. When Kurt Fordyce was in, and we only had 2 black announcements. They knew it was going down. When they knew that Jackson was going to be a fucking capital city, a chalk city, back in 1996, they withdrawed every damn thing from Jackson. Now, our mayor now, Chuckway Lumumba, when the governor was lieutenant governor 3 years ago, Chuckway requested $17 million for them to fix the Curtis water treatment plant. He turned it down and he laughed among his conservative buddies. When the EPA come in And the EPA come in and said they're going to super fund it like they did Flint. That means people like me that have dump trucks, we can get $120 a load instead of this low $60 and $75 a load. They undercut us. That's what these conservatives do in Mississippi. They get their good old buddies in line, hold back on projects until they can steal the money out of it. Now, know what you're talking about. I lived in a district where my cousin Benny Thompson, this is where I've been voting ever since I was 18 years old. We turn out 74%. Yeah, the state of Mississippi, but you got to look at what the Republicans do. They gerrymander districts to where you can have 1 million people voting in one district for one person, and then all the other votes are spread it out where they can win. You want to talk politics? Let's talk it. Well, let's talk. Let's not sit up there and just blow smoke, brother. Hey. Tell me what's on your mind. Deion Sanders, all right, let me make this last point. Deion Sanders got Hunter, the #1 recruit, going to Florida State, go anywhere you wanted to go. Let's come over here to this black college. Get this culture. We're going to show people we can do it in a black college. First time they come with a bag, this man was getting $1.2 million. It wasn't $300,000. It was $1.2 million. Yeah, I do blame the alumni. When they had Baylor back here a long time ago, they were having these bad coaches. They were supposed to get up a pool then. They could do $50 a month for a whole year. That's $23 million. $100 at one time is 50,000 active alumni. Yeah, they could have done more, but that was a weak ass move. And don't make an excuse for a man not having no fucking integrity. Now, that's not integrity. You lied to all those kids, all those. Man, this man was making a movement among the whole HBCU community. They was talking about adding North Carolina Central and Tennessee State and getting a super conference. I know y'all don't know about that. I know you don't. This thing was a big movement, and he had everybody sold down the river with this bullshit that he was telling. Then he went over there and told Colorado the same shit. Then tried to throw Jackson under the bus, talking about how clean it was. There's no crime there. That's why they had a fucking mass killing a few years back. So I don't want to hear all this bullshit from people be talking about trying to excuse a grown man for his bullshit.
Hey, but Willie, let me say this, Willie. What was Deion hired as?
He was hired as a coach of Jackson State.
Okay, so
as a football coach.
What in his job description as a football coach requires him to transform the entire landscape of the HBCU sports and the HBCU?
Well, okay, brother. Okay. I can answer the question for you easily. The dynamic of Deion Sanders, the person of Deion Sanders, how people have started gravitating and talking about HBCU, not just Jackson State, not just the SWAC, not just the NEAC, but the whole thing. You switched the #1 transfer over to a HBCU, and then you're gonna sell the people on. We're gonna do this to show that we can help our people. And as soon as these white folks offer you a bag, you go and jump for it. See, this is the white man's game. This is how he always do us.
Go ahead, sir.
Man, I'm trying to understand what's this guy.
South completely. You see, they got him 1,000 miles away from the South because he was cutting into their money.
Go ahead, sir.
I'm trying to understand this guy whole stance on what he's talking about, because this man was hired as a football coach. He wasn't hired to save Jackson. Jackson is a fucked up ass place, and we all know that shit.
That's the truth, JJ. You gotta go down there and visit.
Listen what I'm saying. I live in fucking Alabama, Montgomery, Alabama, bro. You know what I'm saying? I can't put a whole fucking city on a football coach, bro. Heavy is the head that crown, Brent.
Hey, caller, what's your name and where you calling from?
My name is San Antonio.
All right. Hey, Uncle Willie.
Oh, I'm from North.
Hold on. Let me just
Dakota.
tell Uncle Willie we accidentally hung up on him. So if you want to call back, Uncle Willie, please do. I accidentally hung up on you. I had a caller that was calling in. I was trying to put him on hold, and I accidentally hung you up. My apologies. I wasn't trying to cut you out. You had some great points, and we have some points. We have some questions you want to ask. But my man from San Antonio just called in. So what do you got to say, my brother?
Yeah, I ain't from San Antonio. My name is San Antonio. I'm from North Dakota.
Oh, you from North Dakota. Okay, what do you got to say, San Antonio from North Dakota?
Hey, man. My name's San Antonio, man. Listen, man. Coach Coon. Listen, man, I'm going to tell you what's on black people. Y'all will sell y'all soul for a bag of hot Takis and the 10 pieces in a Tupperware. Y'all don't give a damn. Y'all will sell quicker than the motherfucker. Y'all will sell y'all money. Y'all will sell y'all money for a beach cruiser bike, man. Y'all don't give a damn out here, man. Who y'all loyal to? Y'all ain't loyal to nobody. I'm out of here.
Hey, man, I disagree with my brother from North Dakota or South Dakota, where he was from.
He sound like Pedro.
Yeah, he sound like Pedro, and he also sound like that other motherfucker Felton with an F. But here's my point. Like Willie brought up some very, very good topics and very good information, right? But at the end of the day, like JJ just said, what was he hired to do?
Coach football.
What was he hired to do, JJ?
Hey, man, check this out. I was a fucking head coach for a Little League football team. I was a head coach for a Little League football team. I got on the kids about their grades. I'm not finna insert myself in their home life. I'm not finna do it. That's not my job to fix what's going on. If I see abuse, I report it. But at the same time, I'm not finna go to a kid's house unannounced. I'm doing too much as a football coach. What Prime did for Jackson, Mississippi, nobody will ever do ever again.
Unknown caller.
But y'all don't put the expectation on this man. That's y'all problem, Jackson, Mississippi. Uncle, whatever his name that they just called, that's y'all problem.
Uncle Willie, put some respect on his name.
The fucking water was already dirty for 20 years, Uncle Willie. Who the hell y'all vote for,
Hello?
Uncle Willie? Who y'all vote
Hey,
for,
caller,
Uncle Willie?
we got a caller. Caller, what's your name and where you calling from?
Hey, brother, this Power 96, man. Look, man, Uncle Willie has way more valid points than what y'all thinking about, bro. But before I get to what his points is, I want to let y'all know and want y'all to understand. I'm not mad at Coach Sanders or Deion Sanders for leaving Jackson State. Y'all can be upset of the way he left without doing a press conference and all that sneaky league stuff. That's normal. That's how coaches leave in the middle of the night. But what I want y'all to understand, and please understand, just let me speak, sir. Economics. This is what this is about. This is about a black dollar going to a black city. Those Power Fives did not want to see an HBCU like Jackson State every home game bring in $4 million to $5 million to a city with a messed up water system. When Jackson State played Alabama State in Alabama, how much money did they bring in? $4.8 million to the city of Montgomery. When you start doing this, sir, and I hope you're listening, when you start doing this over years, you got to go.
Sir.
So Coach Prime, it's not about Coach Prime taking almost $6 million. Them folks in Colorado going to use him up and get him out of there. They don't care about that. You got to realize Colorado is a weed state. When I mean weed state, they get revenue from marijuana.
How they going to use him up, sir? How they going to use him up, sir?
How they going to use him up?
Yes, sir.
Just like just like University of Texas used up Charlie Strong, just like
Jackson,
Taggart was used up at Florida State.
Sir, Jackson, Mississippi used up Prime.
They used them to.
Jackson, Mississippi used up Prime.
They used. How did Mississippi use up Coach Sanders? How did they use up Coach Sanders?
Pennies, sir. Sir, he was making pennies. His fucking staff was making $30,000 and $40,000.
Listen, sir. Deion Sanders said it was never about the money. Those PWIs had to get away.
For him.
You don't understand, sir, about the economics.
For him,
it was.
For him.
Listen.
What about his staff?
The PWIs don't. You don't understand. The PWIs don't care about that money if when they spending it on him. They don't want the black cities to get that money. Montgomery, Tuskegee.
I'm from Montgomery, sir. I'm from Montgomery.
I know you're
I
from
live in Montgomery right
I
now,
heard
sir.
that. Now you don't think Montgomery benefited from that $4.8 million when they played Jackson State for 3 hours of football?
Yes, they did.
Come on, man.
Yes, they.
You gotta pay attention. This is about economics.
But listen what I'm saying, sir. Yes, they did.
I'm listening.
Yes, they did. Yes, they did. But at the same time, they aren't going to cry next year if they don't make this money, bro. They're not going to cry.
You know why they're not going to cry? You know why they're not going to cry? Because before Deion Sanders came to Jackson State, a lot of these HBCUs were content on getting them begging for crumbs from the state. The states give colleges, every public university, every year they give them money, whether you are a PWI or you're HBCU.
Let me ask you a question, sir. Let me ask you a question.
I'm listening.
Let me ask you a question. Why do Deion Sanders have to be the savior for Jackson, Mississippi? He was the savior. He was the savior. Listen what I'm saying, sir. Listen what I'm saying.
Listen, sir.
He was the savior for the football team. He's the football coach, sir. He's not the mayor. He's not the mayor. He's not the governor, sir. He's a football coach.
Listen.
Y'all,
listen.
What you Negroes have done in Mississippi is put all of this expectation on this man, and now you're mad about it. Move on.
No, that's not correct. Listen, you don't like to listen. Listen, sir. Your first question was, Deion Sanders came to Jackson State with no other PWI or college football program that he interviewed for or will put his name in the hat will give him a chance.
He's not the mayor, sir. He's not the mayor. He's the football coach. Move the fuck on.
No, you ain't listening. Nobody gave him a chance. Florida State, where he did all that primetime dancing, wouldn't even give him an interview.
Hey, this is what I want to ask. Let me step in here and ask you a question.
I mean, you won't even let me answer your questions, man. You can't defend something. Listen, Deion Sanders, when he came there, he started taking pictures with politicians.
Let me say
no, Rob. Answer the question.
No. Okay, what's your question?
What's your question, JJ? Restate the question.
Why you can't move on?
Your question, sir.
What he's asking is why, with the great job that Deion Sanders did while he was there, why can't you just move on and allow him to be a football coach? And when
I first came on, I said nobody's mad about that man moving on and going on to Colorado.
Let him go up there
to goddamn.
All y'all mad.
Let that man go up. Let that man go up there to goddamn to Mayberry. Just wait when they go 0-4 next year. When they say this N-word was supposed to goddamn save us. Listen,
you sound bitter right there, sir. You sound bitter right there.
Why are you projecting he's gonna go 0-4?
And you sound like you don't know. You don't understand economics. Listen, you know damn well. What is it? Colorado is gonna lose their first 4 games. Look at this schedule, man.
Why you think that?
Out of here.
Why do you think that?
Who cares?
Because they are not a good football program.
Bro, listen,
they're not a good football program.
This is what y'all fail to realize. Deion already done flipped the 5-star recruit already. This man was supposed to go to Texas A&M. He's not going to Texas A&M. Oh, listen, he's not going to Texas A&M because Deion is going to Colorado. It's a bunch of people that's about to hit the transfer portal on Monday. And I guarantee you a lot of them probably going to go to Colorado because Deion is going there. So what are we talking about here?
But they wouldn't go to Jackson State. Them same recruits wouldn't go to Jackson State, though, huh?
Listen to me, man.
These
Mr.
kids
Charlie,
are just coming out of high school. You don't know.
Nobody cares about Jackson
Listen,
State
is a little bit
right now,
colder.
bro.
What are we talking about here?
Because you doing a show about Deion Sanders with coach at. Mr. Charlie, Ice a little bit colder.
Then Travis Hunter go to Jackson State.
Mr. Charlie Ice a little bit colder out there.
Hold on, Drew. Let me tell this guy this right quick, Drew. We're doing a show because you haters that are mad that a black man has elevated himself and has took an opportunity that a lot of black brothers don't get. And that's to be
fuck out of here, man. No, man. We shall overcome. That's what you need to be singing. We shall overcome. Get the hell up out of here. Them days.
Hey, bro,
we ain't in slavery no more, sir. Get over it.
And again,
this shit is sad.
What you got to say about that, Brent?
Y'all don't see how sad.
What you got to say about what you got to say about?
Y'all can't just badger the guests, man. Come on. Now.
Your damn uncle calling here, Brent.
But he already saying Deion gonna go 0-4, bro.
You know, you know, that's what I don't get.
All right, Rock, cut it, Rock.
So the question I have for Rock, JJ, and whoever, when it comes to being pro-black, when it comes to community, when it comes to our job, we should just abandon that post, right? We should.
You damn right we could. You damn right.
So do our job and go on.
Hey, Brent. You know, Brent, if I'm making $200,000 in one place, and I can make $5 million in a better place, what you mad at me about?
So, hey man, let me ask you guys a question, right?
I don't owe you niggas nothing, Brent. I don't owe you niggas nothing. I done came, I done conquered. Now I'm moving on.
Hey, let me ask you guys. Let me explain something to the people on here, right? I've had a job that I absolutely loved before, right? I loved the job, but I wasn't making enough to really provide my family with the finer things in life, with what they truly deserve. And I ended up taking a job that paid more, and even though I didn't want to leave my employer. This is my point. I didn't take it. I could have been selfish as an individual and stayed on that job and loved every minute of that employment, right? But the fact of the matter, I owed it to my wife, my kids, and my ex-wife to make more money so that I could provide a better living, not only for myself, but for my family. Like, I can be selfish and stay here, but and serve the community, but I had a responsibility to take care of my wife and kids. And because I had that responsibility, I had to leave that job that I love. And many of you find yourselves in that same position, and you end up going to work for Mr. Charlie or whoever you say you work for. Let me take this caller right quick, because they ain't gonna let me get off. They ain't gonna let me finish, but go ahead. Caller, you're live on the air. What's your name and where you calling from? Caller, you're live on the air. What's your name and where you calling from?
Yeah, this your Uncle Willie again.
Hey, all right, Uncle Willie.
Homeboy in the red. Let me tell you something. He made $1.2 million. Get that right now.
So
he made $1.2 million. And I'm not a hater. Now y'all boys from Alabama are haters. We done beat y'all 3 years in a row. So you cut that out. Now we can talk about sports another time. But what I'm telling you is, brother, what we saying is it's It's not that he left. It's the way that he left.
It's that LeBron
You don't
shit,
go and put God. Wait a minute, brother. Come on, I want you to listen now.
Let him talk, Rock.
You don't go and put God in. You don't go and put God in nothing. You don't go and say God sent me to do this. God sent me to do this. I want you to listen to me again because I heard you talk to a couple callers. He told Travis Hunter, come over here to Jackson State. We're gonna change this culture. What I just say? What I just said? What did he just? What I just quoted him saying? Come over here. We're gonna change the culture. We're gonna show you that we can do this in HBCUs.
As he did.
We can do this in HBCUs. All right.
As he
so
did.
You got Roland Martin. You got all these big political figures out here standing behind you. Rick Ross, Snoop Dogg, all them people, they ain't coming out to Colorado. I done been out there, black trucks. 25 years.
Uncle Drew?
Beg pardon.
They won't be allowed on campus, JJ. They won't be allowed on campus.
How do you know that?
I want y'all to still have this podcast. Like Homeboy was telling you.
This podcast is forever. This podcast is forever. Subscribe to it, Uncle Drew.
Okay.
Uncle Willie.
Okay, bro.
Uncle Willie.
Bro.
This is what I'm saying, right? This is what I want to, and this is Rocky. This is the guy in the Dallas Cowboys shirt wearing the Zeke t-shirt, right? So this is what I want to tell you, Uncle Willie. So it's been if he was making $1.2 million, right? If that's what he was making, what was his
report? The only thing I do, pull it up. Don't take my advice for it.
I'm not arguing. You in Jackson, so you should know.
Okay.
Was his assistants compensated also?
Oh yeah, that's what I wanted to get to.
$35,000, $40,000 a year.
That's what I wanted to get to. Now, you and the guy on top of you, I think y'all pretty intelligent. The guy that's next to you, he ain't like he's looking at his phone. But this is what I want to say. Who told you to bring in the white boy? Who told you to bring in the white boy? Just stay with me, brother. Stay with me. You got Cam Newton out there. You got different people out there. Who told you to bring in that white boy? Bring in the white boy and pay their salary. It was all a calculated thing. You already had T.C. Kelly. When T.C. Kelly was playing at Jackson State, that was the first time they were.
T.C. Taylor.
I'm sorry. I apologize. I think about something else.
Are you a racist,
T.C. Taylor was playing at Jackson State.
Man, ain't no racist.
Are you a racist?
No, he ain't. Come on, man, ain't no racist.
When T.C.
Uncle Willie, someone was out here still trying to fight the good fight.
When T.C. Taylor was at Jackson State, when he was playing quarterback, when he was playing quarterback at Jackson State, this was during the time they was talking about. This was the last time Jackson State was at the top of their prominence, and they was getting ready to go to Conference USA. Some stuff went on, and it never did matriculated. But this was during the first time they was having this DS talk about making the SWAC a super conference. And when Deion come around, the momentum had gotten back up to that level. See, I know, bro. I know you don't know. You're trying to mess with people. You're trying to pick with people. I'm trying to tell you some real facts. I'm trying to tell you some real shit. This movement was so big. It's not about what Deion. Yeah, he's the coach, but his presence, his superstardom, was bringing about a movement for some big changes to happen. And for you to say that you're on board and you're gonna do this and you're gonna do this, and then you go and jump to a all-white school, PWI.
He did that, sir.
We can't do nothing without the white.
He did that, sir.
We can't do nothing. So we can't do nothing without the white. I'm asking you a question. We can't do nothing without the white boy. We can't do nothing without. We can't do nothing without the white man, though, can we?
He brought
I'm asking you one question. Do you know who Harold
He brought
Rose
y'all 2 championships.
Do you know
he
who
brought
Harold?
y'all 2 championships.
Watch this.
How much do you want, sir?
Jackson State was in a championship before.
Bro, we had championships before he came. We was adding 50,000.
I said Deion brought y'all 2 championships. I ain't say
we
other people. I said
Deion came.
Y'all mad about
We
Deion.
had championships for Deion
Get
Kane.
that damn dirty ass water
Jackson State
clean.
won championship before Deion Kane.
Hey, Mr.
last time
Uncle
Jackson State
Willie.
won.
Uncle Willie, can I
Huh?
make a
I'm about
comment?
sick of y'all crap in the barrel ass Negroes.
Yeah, bro. You can ask me anything you want to ask me. Go ahead. I just want to know, do you know who Howard Rebels is? Do you know who Howard Rebels is? Brother in red.
No.
Have you ever heard of Howard Rebels?
Everybody called that man a sellout.
That was one of. He
Y'all
was a
been
black
saying
man,
y'all
but he was a
things.
senator in the state of Mississippi. He was a senator in the state of Mississippi after
Hey, Kevin
Reconstruction.
Jones.
You know, we do have black folks.
Call into the show.
We do
Kevin
have black folks. They call me.
Now, the gentleman on here that said
the
the white man is Prime's daddy now.
He called him Prime.
Let me. So Willie, this is the.
That's pretty
It's a preacher.
So let me say this, bro, and Uncle Willie, I want you to think about this, right? Deion, when he came out of high school, he went to Florida State. And then after he went to Florida State,
but he was making $5 million because he came out of high school playing baseball. He was making $5 million.
Let me point something out. I just want to point something out. He went to Florida State, and then he became a professional baseball and a professional football player. He became a media guy with CBS and then NFL Network. He was coaching kids.
He was a football player.
Hold on. He was coaching football in Dallas. I'm from Texas, so I'm very familiar with what he was doing in Dallas, in Texas. He never.
Yeah, I was doing the same thing. I was playing football and baseball too. But go ahead. Same age.
He never claimed to be. He never claimed to be part of HBCU, right? He never claimed to be a person that was totally committed to uplifting black people or the black culture. That's nothing he never ever said he did before. He Ashley,
he got to Jackson State. He did say that.
Hold up. Let me finish. Ashley Robinson recruited that man to be the head coach of Jackson State. And when he came to Jackson State, he came and he brought everything he had to Jackson State. He brought his influence, his power, his connections. He brought everything to Jackson State to make it a better place, not only for him, but also for the institution and the people of Jackson. And then he brought 4 of his children to either work or attend school at Jackson State. Man, I don't see how you could ask this man to be more committed than he was to Jackson State. And even
he put that on himself, brother. That's what you felt to realize. He said those words. Didn't nobody say those words but him. Man, you get your facts straight. He said that. Brent. He said he come there to uplift. He said he come there to uplift. He said he come there to build minds and build character and show that we could do it at the Black University. He said that. He said that, brother.
Let's move on to the next caller, man.
Hey,
what the hell are you talking about?
Thank you, Uncle Willie. We're gonna move on.
I wanted to ask Uncle Willie a question. When the last time Jackson State won the championship before 2021?
I think they won in 2010. They won in 2010.
Nah, the last time they won was in 1996.
That's the last time they won.
They
lost.
Damn.
96.
Damn.
And they ain't win another one until 2021.
Hey, caller, you're live on air. What's your name and where you calling from?
My name is John William. I'm calling from an RV park in Alvarado, Texas. I got a whole twist on the whole thing, right?
You said an RV
Go ahead,
park?
sir.
Actually, 2007, Rock.
Yes, sir. Chilling at the RV park, listening to y'all guys. I got a whole twist on, like my man, the cowboy said, man. Deion Sanders did a lot for Jackson State, right? My thing is, what did the city of Jackson do for Deion Sanders, right?
Fact.
He brought all that revenue in. Like you say, the coaches wouldn't get paid. So he wanted a new stadium, right? This is the thing. You know, we could Monday quarterback, but this is why he left. He went to the folks, look here, y'all need to give my coaches more money. I want a new stadium, a new facility. If y'all can't do that, I'm gone. So he left. You can't blame the man for leaving. That's what he wanted to do. You know, white coaches do it all the time, so ain't nothing we can do about it. Hey, he did good, we appreciate him, and he moved on.
And,
So we got to accept that.
And this is, hey, my brother from the RV park in Amarillo. This is what I'm saying, right? As black people, we have fought for equality and access and opportunity for my entire life. And I'm 53 years old. And when a man earns the opportunity to go seek out his dreams, now that's his dreams he's seeking out, he's criticized by his own people, not for doing a poor job, but for doing an amazing job. An amazing job, and for whatever reason they feel entitled to have his services at their school without them having to do anything more than what they're doing. I just think that's objectively unfair to have a situation where you want him to totally commit to you guys forever, I guess, without the city of Jackson, Jackson State, and the state of Mississippi not putting in and providing him with the things that he wants and need for his coaches and his family. Like, I don't think that's a real relationship, bro. That's not a real relationship. That's somebody who wants to be entitled to the services of somebody without them having to do nothing. Like, I'm gonna give you an analogy.
Power 96.
I love my wife, right? But in order for her, and she loves me, but in order for me to continue to receive that love and appreciation, there are things that I have to do as a husband to provide for her and our family, for her to continue to want to pour into me as a husband. And she has to do the same for me. She has to do things for me and my family in order for me to want to continue to pour into her as a wife. The relationship, it was not equal in Jackson for Deion. He was giving so much more than he was receiving. And I can't accept. Check this here out, bro. And this is just the coach at Ole Miss, which is also in Mississippi.
We got to hurry up, Rob.
It's in Oxford, Mississippi, right? They just ponied up $9 million to pay Lane Kiffin to continue coaching in Mississippi. You mean Jackson couldn't come up with something in order to keep
right. I just want him to go up there, man. I just want him to go up there and do good. I hope he go up there and do great, so that'll open the doors for other black young coaches that want to be a Division I head football coach.
Absolutely.
All that negativity, man. I went there and go undefeated, so that way these white folks with all this power say, hey man, these black, we need to give these black more opportunities. That's all is what it's about. That's what he's trying to say. So let's pray that he do good, so that way all these other black guys who's coaching at the lower level want to get opportunity to coach at a Division I level. That's all I want.
And again, Deion released a video today that we showed at the very beginning of our broadcast, and what he displayed was a black man being unapologetically black in front of white people at an all-white institution, telling them how it's going to be while he's in charge. And that's something that we never really get to see as black people. We always get to see black men who have to code switch and assimilate in order to lead white people. It was refreshing to see Prime be Prime in front of white people and him not having to capitulate and make them feel comfortable in order for him to get an opportunity. It was very refreshing to see, and I look forward to seeing more of
it. Hey, caller, man, we definitely thank you for calling in. I want this guy Kevin Jones to call in. He got a lot to say in the chats. Call in, Kevin Jones. We want to hear you.
Yeah, man. Hey, this is I appreciate the people of Jackson calling in and giving us their perspective, right? This show is your show. We're the four hosts. You know, my man Drewski. Make sure you follow Drewski on Instagram at KingDrew_430. The host, J-Dub, the King. Make sure you follow him on Instagram, J-Dub, the King. Make sure my man Saint, he gets a follow as well. at Saint_Brent, and follow Uncle Rock at Rocky Miller 1 on Instagram, man. We trying to build this show, man. We trying to build great content for you tonight. We trying to make this show for you guys. Give y'all opportunity to voice your opinion, to voice your ideas, not just sit up and listen to us the whole goddamn time talk about what we think. We want to hear you. We want to hear you. So we got a few more minutes. We got how much time? I mean, how many more callers can we take?
Man, we got about 10 more minutes, man. I want to tell Power 96, call in, man. Call in. Here's the number. Call in, Power 96. You got a lot to talk about in the chat. Call in, my brother.
You talking
You know
crazy.
what I'm saying? Kevin Jones, call in, man.
You think
want to hear what you got to say?
Let Deion do what he wants?
You know,
they start winning.
Hey, Power 96. Now, let me ask you a question. You're saying 0-4 start. What's going to happen when he goes undefeated? What you going to say then, Power 96?
He ain't going to say
what
shit.
You gonna say then?
He going to jump on the bandwagon like everybody else.
And this is what I'm saying, man. This is the other thing that is so
Rock,
unfair about this.
Rock, hold on one second, Rock. And this is what disgraceful
unknown caller
about this situation is that they are hating on this man downfall, bro.
unknown caller.
Hey, make sure you turn down your background when you call in. Please turn down your background. Caller, you're live on air. What's your name and where you calling from?
Hey, man, this C-Rob from McGee, Mississippi. I'm calling from McGee, Mississippi.
All right, shout out to the people of McGee.
Everybody's missing the concept of what Deion trying to do for the black kids, man. I mean, it's not about him. It's about the black kids.
Facts.
I mean, he's trying to open the door for the black kids. You think about all of the black kids that's coming from the HBCU. Okay, so if they're not getting exposed, how can they see them in the bigger colleges?
There it is.
You know, shout out to Simtown. I know exactly
I don't
where
know.
Mississippi is at. Oh, but this is the problem. You know a guy named Steve McNair, caller, and shout out to Simtown. I know exactly.
Oh my God!
You can go pro from the HBCU. We produce one of the best running backs ever played the game, Walter Payton. You know what I mean? So let's not. You know.
Oh yeah.
We don't have to sit at their table to go pro. You know what I'm saying? We could do it from the HBCU. It has been demonstrated over and over again over time. You know what I mean? We can produce pro athletes, you know, from the HBCU. You know, great pro athletes, MVP caliber athletes. You know what I mean?
But it ain't at the it's not
Oh
at
yeah,
the rate.
I understand what you're saying. But
we got another caller.
Let me see. Go ahead, caller. What's your name and where you calling from?
Hey, this Power 96, bro. Hey, I'm all about that life. Listen, y'all talking all this nonsense. Look, y'all talking all this nonsense like Colorado was some top of the line program. And just like the other young man said, let me ask you something. There's 4 NFL Hall of Famers that came out of Jackson State. I guarantee you none of your screens don't know them. Lim Barley.
I bet I can. Hey, for $100, I'll name them all.
Hold on, man. You always like to cut somebody off, man, in that red hoodie. You don't even want to listen to nobody else. Listen, man. Only reason why you having that Deion Sanders leaving because of your college, HBCU, Alabama State or Southern or Grambling, whatever, they couldn't beat Jackson State. So now y'all trying to flip it over to make it seem like, oh, we all about uplifting the black man and all this and that. You don't even know the 4 Hall of Famers that come out of Jackson State. Y'all talk all this bullshit on here. Y'all love the team. Hey, man, shut up. Why don't you let somebody talk, man? Y'all like to cut people off. When y'all talking, I don't talk. You shut up, man. Listen sometimes. What it is, bro, y'all sit there and y'all love to eat Mr. Charlie's ice on the other side of the road. So if Mr. Charlie Ice is a little bit cooler, you won't see, and especially from Montgomery, you know about eating Mr. Charlie's Ice over there on Exit 6. So trust me, bro, I've been all around the United States. But so what you better realize is that Deion Sanders, nobody is mad at this man for going to leave out of Jackson State. That man took that bag and he's gone. So what? How am I mad? How am I mad? I'm telling you, it's about economics.
Hey, Power 96, can I get you?
You don't even want to listen. Man, you don't want to. What are you drunk or something?
Hold up, bro.
Are you drunk?
Hey.
Are you drunk? I'm not your bro. Are you drunk? Won't you listen to somebody sometimes?
Can I get you to say thank
I keep trying to tell you.
Can I get you to say thank you, Mr. Sanders?
No, you can't. I called in. I'm going to talk. No, you can't get nothing. Shut up and listen. You might learn something. You don't understand about economics. I told you before, this is about $1. HBCUs are not supposed to be bringing in $4 to $5 million per game. They're supposed to be bringing in less than $100,000. You good with that? When you talked about Ole Miss gave up $9 million, Ole Miss grows weed for the United States federal government. They get plenty of money. They get all these colleges y'all talking about. These colleges get look at the grants that they get. Look at I can give you a real good example. LSU got $325 million from the federal government. Guess how much Southern got? They didn't get a damn thing. LSU had to go give Southern the money. So y'all don't know what y'all talking about. This is an economic thing. Y'all more worried about coaches and football. This bigger than that. What Colorado just said, if you get another black coach, we gonna come down there and we gonna give him $6-7 million to leave. All that stuff that Coach Prime preached about black this, black on this, black this, we need to stop this, we need to do this and that. He came down there saying that. If Coach Prime would have said, you know what, I'm going to be here for a few years and I'm going to elevate Jackson State to the highest I can elevate them, and then I'm stepping off, you know what, there'll be more people that's excited about him leaving. Because believe it or not, there's a lot of people that's not mad.
Why he
there's a lot of people, and I'm one of them not mad.
First of all, sir,
excuse me?
Why he gotta tell y'all that? Don't white coaches don't do that shit? That's what I don't understand. No white coaches don't come in and say, I'm gonna be here for 3 years to elevate the program, then I'm gonna bounce. So why Deion gotta do that?
Why not? What makes him different?
Alcorn.
What makes him different?
Let me tell you this. The last HBCU. Watch this. The last HBCU coach.
Do you vote? Boy, I've been voting before your ass can be read and write. Coach, talking about do I vote? Get up out of here, man.
Power 96. Can I talk now, Power 96? Can I talk?
Which one are you?
I'm the Dallas Cowboy guy. This is what I want to say.
Okay, Dallas Cowboy guy. Yeah, you start off wrong right now. Hey, you better ask Jerry Jones.
Get on his ass, Power 96.
Hey, let me say this.
You better ask Jim.
Let me say this.
Ask Jim Coach Jerry. Can you talk? Can Jim Coach Jerry let you talk? Jim Coach Jerry. Yeah. Oh, Malcolm Ball. Yeah.
Hey, let me say this, man. The last time a HBCU coach got an opportunity to coach in a Group of 5 or Division I school, it was because Alcorn State had a white coach, which name was Jay Hobson, and he went to Southern Mississippi.
And he coached at USM. And you said, listen.
Did Alcorn? Hey, hold up. Let me finish, goddammit. Alcorn State replaced
come on,
him.
Mr. Jerry. Yeah, go say it, boy.
Hey, Alcorn State replaced him with Fred McNair, and they didn't miss a beat. They kept winning SWAC championships with Fred McNair. Just find y'all another goddamn coach that can win, and y'all won't have to cry about it.
And stop all this
ain't nobody cry. Listen.
Stop all that goddamn slave crime you doing.
Listen, Dallas Cowboy, you need to find a new owner. Jerry Jones has got that. Jerry Jones and them Jim Crow photos, man. So anyway, but why would a coach from HBCU want to leave the HBCU? Did Eddie Robinson leave? Coach Eddie Robinson leave?
Why not? Why not?
Did Coach Maynard leave?
He didn't have the opportunity to leave.
Them 3 names that I named, did they leave? We know damn well.
Y'all Negroes in Mississippi need to get the hell out of Mississippi.
Listen, hold on, Miss Barry. You know that went to Alcorn. That man was gonna leave as soon as goddamn if something looked at him wrong. Nate,
So
I'm gone.
Deion
He went to USM.
Deion
Now, what did he do at USM? What did he do at USM?
Not a goddamn thing.
What did that coach from Alcorn that went to USM? What was his record?
He didn't do a goddamn thing at USM.
Get your ass out of Mississippi. Get your dirty asses out of Mississippi and move to Colorado. Move to Colorado. That's what you need to do.
He can look. Coach Brown can move to Colorado. Have fun. I guarantee you that Colorado ain't gonna win shit. Not in the Pac-12. You competing against UCLA and USC. Oregon.
You sound like a hater. You sound like a hater right now. You sound like a real hater right now.
Hey, you know
sound like a fucking hater. You sound like a fucking hater right now.
USC and UCLA are leaving the Pac-12, bro.
I'm telling you facts, man. Shut your ass up in that red hoodie. You look like you high. You look like you high on something. Y'all sit there talking all that stuff. Y'all don't understand about economics. It's an economics thing. Until you get that in your head.
USC leaving the Pac-12, bro.
This is what I'm saying.
Hey, you know what? Hold on, Rock. Let me address this man. I'm high off of life. I'm high off the fact that a black man moved from a ghetto into a fucking mansion. Jackson, Mississippi is a fucking ghetto. You need to be high too, sir.
Come on now, JJ. It's
now,
good
where are you
people
from? Where you from, sir?
Montgomery, Alabama.
He from the Gum.
Where you from?
He from the Gum.
Mississippi's a ghetto?
Montgomery, Alabama.
Huh?
He from the Gum.
Montgomery, Alabama, sir. Are you high? Are you high? Hey, Brent. Hey, Brent.
Montgomery, Alabama. Y'all just elected your first black mayor, and your city has been 90% black.
In the barrel ass uncle
man, you about
need to move to
stupid as hell, man.
Colorado.
You don't even know what
smoke
you're
some
talking
weed.
about.
Hey, you for calling in, Power 96.
Montgomery.
We trying. Hey, Power 96. Power 96. We trying to wrap up this show. We'll be back.
Nobody trying to go again.
Make sure you like.
Nobody trying to go again.
You're a damn asshole.
Nobody want to booty clap with Deion.
Hey, listen.
Caller, you're live on the air. What's your name and where you calling from?
Hi, this is. Hello.
Yeah, you're live on there. Can you please turn down your background?
I have no background noise.
Well, what I'm saying is,
Hi, this is.
Go ahead.
Okay, this is Kalia. I'm calling from Orlando.
Orlando?
I have no background.
Yeah, you got background. I can hear myself.
It's echoing. Can you hear now?
Yes, ma'am. We sure can.
Okay. This is Kalia. I'm calling from Orlando. I was actually a JSU.
Yeah. You gonna see you listening to the wrong thing. You got to turn that off or pause it or do something so you can listen to us talk through the phone, baby.
Kevin Jones, call in.
Hello.
I got a word for you.
Go ahead.
Why you let him rough you your feathers, JJ, like that?
Kalia, can you hear us now?
Let's move on, Rock. She got a cricket phone.
No. She had a YouTube playing in the background, listening to us on the. Okay, hold on. You're live on the air. What's your name and where you calling from?
No, honey, not a cricket phone. It's the AT&T iPhone.
All
this
right.
is Kalia. So I'm calling from Orlando. This is Kalia.
Yeah, go ahead. See, you listening to us on the wrong thing. You need to walk out of that room, go in the bathroom, shut the door, so you can just hear us through the phone.
Right now, man. Kevin Jones called in.
Hey, Power 96, still mad at you, Red Hoodie.
Okay. So I actually went to JSU with TC. I was a cheerleader the year I was there. And I have really close friends that also still work there and also that work in administration. And I just don't understand how some people are not even realizing if Deion just made a quick decision to leave like that, maybe it was something with administration, because even when we were there, 98, 99, 2000, it was always financial problems,
Thank you,
crime
man.
on campus, shootings on campus that no one, is realizing. He's a father as well. Maybe he doesn't want his kids in that environment anymore.
And Khalil, let me ask you this: why did you leave Jackson?
I graduated and moved away to Florida in 2004.
I mean, but you could have stayed there in Jackson and drunk that water and
No,
dealt with the crime.
absolutely not. My whole family still lives in Mississippi, just an hour away from Jackson. My daughter's father was just killed there last year.
My
I have
condolences.
a son that graduated this year and had several football offers. And at one point, coming from Jackson State, and of course with Deion being there, it was exciting, asking him would he even consider. But at the end of the day, I'm a parent and know how bad Jackson and how dangerous Jackson has gotten. So
Thank you, ma'am.
I didn't even want my own son there, even though I'm an alumni.
And you're an alumni. Let me ask you this. This is the last question I'm gonna ask you, Khalil. Khalil, this is a serious question.
I like to rebuttal.
I saw the president made a statement. The president
Kevin Jones
of
Power 96 need to move up out of there because it's a shithole.
Hey, the president of Jackson State made a statement on Saturday that only 13% of the Jackson State alumni donates to the university. 13%. What do you think about that?
It's absolutely true. I know several alums that work on campus that don't donate because they feel like the money doesn't go where it's supposed to. Like I said, I have friends that still work on campus in administration and know, several things that goes on that never hits the news. Like I said, I have a friend's daughter that's on the softball team there. It never made the news. Deion Sanders paid out of pocket money for the softball program. I went to school there on a softball scholarship. Even his daughter for the girls basketball team, they were without trainers. They were posted on Instagram just last month. They were out of state and needed trainers. The school's not even providing them, with just trainers. And as a nurse, to have, your kids at a university with injuries and can't even get the proper, PT or OT they need is absolutely unacceptable.
Hey, Khalil, go ahead.
Can I say something? Khalil, no one's denying how the HBCUs are underprivileged and have administrative issues and crime that goes on in HBCUs. No one's denying that. But that was what was so great about Deion coming to a HBCU is because all those administrative issues, everything that takes place on HBCU, he could have played a role in changing that infrastructure. He could have played a role in changing.
But he's
changing
only
that
one guy. He's not God. And I also think that's
you.
where people
Thank
is
you, Paula.
getting it confused when they're saying, "Oh, he brought God into the picture." He said God told him to do this. Nobody knows his relationship, with God. Yeah, he could have prayed about the decision to come there, and he could have felt like God laid it on his heart to take that position. I mean, he did amazing while he was there. But at the same time, as a nurse, I pray and ask God to lead me into a new career or a new whatever it is. People leave and change jobs all the time. So if Nick Saban woke up one morning and decided he wanted to go, to a different university for more or less money, he will never get the heat that a black coach will get.
Yeah, and here's man. I think you said it best, man. The people of Jackson and the people of alumni of Jackson State, they need to care more than Deion cares because they're holding up Deion to a high standard. than they hold themselves to. Now, I'm not gonna.
Not
Everybody
only
are
that, the government of Mississippi and the whole state.
every with only 13% of the alumni contributing to the university. That means 87% of the university of the alumni is not giving, and that leaves a lot of opportunity for people to give. And if those people who are complaining about Jackson State, who are complaining about Deion leaving, who are who are expecting on to save Jackson State, why don't y'all put y'all money where y'all mouth is and give to the university so they can pay adequate they can have adequate resources to provide a quality education for the student and the proper amenities for their student athletes.
There are people out there doing the groundwork to change things around.
13% of the alumni is donating, Brent. 13% of the
I don't know
alumni
where
donate. The president of Jackson State gave those numbers yesterday.
You know, Willie and a couple other people.
I'll say this last thing before I go. I don't think a lot of people really made it, a big deal today when he had his press conference, and he mentioned something about still, being tied to Jackson State and still wanting to do, stuff for the football team. And I don't know the head coach's name there in Colorado, but he mentioned something about they were going to do something. So, I guess basically making it better or making it look better that Deion was leaving. But a lot of people don't know, what he still have in store or what he still has planned, because at the end of the day, his son Shiloh is going to be there if he decides to not sit out for that year. So of course
they should name that stadium. Khalil, they should name that stadium after Deion. They should name that practice facility after Deion.
We got 19.
They should name that field. They should
Jackson
name that
State
field.
has 19 SWAC championships. We're not renaming no stadium over two.
Y'all should name that the practice facility and the locker room after Deion. Cause again, he did something for the university that the alumni was not doing. So again, I'm not gonna, we can wrap this up at any point. Because I've said what I had to say. I know Brent, you probably would, have something you want to say, but I just want to let y'all know the Cowboys are on, and I need to get off this live so I can watch the Cowboys. And
hey man, I want to say, man, thank you to the callers calling in. Power 96, I'm coming for you. You need to subscribe to this channel. Kevin Jones, definitely subscribe to the channel. I just want to say, in all seriousness, I'm proud of Deion Sanders for doing what he did for Jackson, Mississippi. He did what he did. He came in, he did his job. He was underpaid more than any other college coach in the caliber of him winning championships. He was underpaid, and now he is getting what he deserves. Shout out to Deion Sanders for bringing his kids along with him. That's how you create generational wealth. That's what he's doing for his family. What you got to say about that, Drew?
Man, I agree with you, man. I don't understand what everybody mad about, man. Deion came in, he handled his business. They got 2 championships, right? He going to another. He a trailblazer, man. So if he got to be the one to catch all the flack for other black coaches going from whatever school to a Power 5, then that's fine with me, bro. Because it ain't what. How many you said it was, Rock? Like 3 black coaches in the Power 5?
Yeah, 3.
So,
currently, there's 3.
So Deion, man, I feel like Deion gonna blaze that trail for other black coaches to come through and do their thing, man. Like, if y'all crazy if y'all think these white folks ain't gonna let Deion come in and do what he do. Now, if he start losing, that might be a different story. But I don't think he gonna lose, man. I think he gonna do the same thing he did at Jackson State. He gonna get the recruits. He already getting them. So go look it up. He already getting the recruits.
Already getting them.
He already getting them. And
the portal opens tomorrow. So
check
the
tomorrow.
portal open tomorrow.
The portal open tomorrow. Check it and see how many people transfer to Colorado. Just checking and see. Just check. But them white folk, as long as Deion win and get them bowl games and bring money to that school, bro, he can swag that school out all he want to. You seen them white folks like, we want Prime. They want Deion there, bro. It's gonna happen. Just be happy for that man.
For sure. What you got to say about that, Brent?
You know, like I know I did a lot of trolling earlier, whatever the case may be, but I understand where Deion coming from. He made the best choice for him, his family, and his the staff that he's bringing over. And well, you know what it comes down to, I think, being a person from Mississippi, you just feel who I done been to Alcorn games, I've been to Jackson State games, been to Southern. You know what I mean? You see the needs of the HBCU universities, and I know we want to say that Deion's not responsible for that. You know, he's only a head coach, football coach. You know, but I think that when he left, we just it just hurts a little bit because I feel like we missed an opportunity where all those things in the HBCU infrastructure could have been addressed, maybe over time. You know what I mean? A lot of attention to the point where instead of our kids going to a PWI to have the grand college experience and the big scholarships or whatever the case may be, that we could be going to our own HBCU universities and getting a very similar experience. And our athletes go there and play. To me, that's more like us sitting at our own table, conducting our own business. And I'll land there.
For sure. Well, you got some closing remarks, Rocky?
No, I just want to say, man, it was refreshing to see and those people who didn't get a chance to earlier, go back and watch the video of Deion Sanders addressing the team at Colorado, and it was refreshing to see a black man being unapologetically black, being himself in that environment. And I think it for many coaches, black coaches, it gives them hope that could also at some point obtain employment at a Power 5 university and be given the privilege of being themselves and not having to assimilate or code switch in order to be accepted.
For sure. Hey, like, comment, subscribe. Power 96. I want you back here, man. I got a bone pick with you, man.
Make sure y'all like and subscribe, though, bro. Like and subscribe.
Yes, sir. Share this video. You know what I'm saying? Look on our YouTube page. Go back to our old videos. We are the fastest growing podcast on YouTube. And again, like, comment, subscribe. Click that notification bell, definitely. And follow us all on social media. Until next time, peace out.